Thanks for watching 4Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, and this is another edition of Ad Infinitum. And for this one, I just grabbed DC Comics Presents Annual number 3 off the spinner rack. My boys love this one when Dr. Savannah gets the powers of the Marvel family and gives Captain Marvel or Shazam, if you prefer, a and Superman a difficult time. But it is a great Gil Kane cover and Gil Kane interior art. But right off the bat, got one of these great superpowers action figures ads. You know, I never owned a single superpowers figure. Um, a little bit, I regret that a little bit. Some regrets on there, but I was a Marvel kid and had a lot of Marvel figures. Now, I had a few DC Mego figures. Mego or Mago, kind of just depends on where you're from. But never a single superpowers figure, which is a shame. They sure seem like great figures and a nice variety of figures in there as well. But you know, just kind of a neat ad, neat something to whet the kids' appetites for something great. Now this is cool. I don't remember now. Now we know that there were differences in ads between Marvel and DC. They did run some of the same ads, but they also ran different ads. This one, of course, I don't remember this ad ever showing up in any Marvel books. Fig Newton's giving away a free Batman comic book, a reprint of Detective Comics. I guess it'd be number 27, wouldn't it? But anyway, so yeah, that book, I believe, if you can still find that, I believe that's one of those that's doing well on eBay these days, or doing well in the back issue market. Period. Interesting ad that I had never seen until I saw this book. There's a ad on Gem, Son of Saturn. How many of you ever read that series? I actually have the first 2 or 3 issues of it. I found in a dollar box a while back and haven't read them yet. Just to be honest, have a difficult time getting into the Gene Colan art, and never been a big fan, but I know a lot of people are. Just checking to see if we missed anything there before that ad. There are some other great ads in this book, I know. Holding this phone the way I am, I'm going to have to figure out a different way of doing this. But there were some ads. I saw an ad. Oh, here we go. Look at that. They get some collect Olympic Heroes trading cards ads. Another one of these great send the coupon in with so much money and get you get a Muhammad Ali card, or can't even pronounce that guy's name, but this hockey player's card, Mike Eruzione, who knows? But anyway, some great ads for kids who, back then when more kids read comic books, and it was one of those things that they were into. Lots of other things, not just comic books, but sports cards, and before the sports card market went bust. Here's one of those cool blur. Well, there we go. Here's one of those cool multi-ad pages. I always liked these. I always would go through every one of these. Lots of comic book ads. I always wonder about some of these, like Moondance and like what's this guy's name? Robert Bell. I always wondered. I used to see his name in a lot of ads. Always wondered if these are still doing business, if they're on the internet now, and if they're eBay pages or stores or whatever. But anyway, just a lot of neat ads there. Here's another one of those build huge muscles ads. Evidently, even back in the day, comics fans, were they all wimps? Were they all skinny, 98-pound weaklings? I don't know. I was. And then you have one of the Olympic prizes or cash. I never did this, but I know these showed up in a lot of comics. They were fun to look at what they were offering and what the giveaways were, and if you sold so many units. Sunday drivers, model cars showed up a lot in ads and comic books. And then this one, I missed it. Let's see if I can go to it. There was a Warlords action. There it is. This is interesting. A Warlord action figure ad. I don't remember ever seeing any of these in the stores. But what I've heard before, and that looks like it even from the drawings, were that they used the same molds from the He-Man action figure line, the first He-Man action figure line, to make these. Any of you know about that? I wonder if that's something that is true. It certainly looks true just from the drawings, even the way they're positioned. And, and then lastly, there was the Masters of the Universe, the Power of He-Man video game ad. This was besides being now I never played that. I don't know if any of you ever did. I was never a big Masters of the Universe fan, but for those who bought this comic back in the day, man, got a great story. Got a great story with wonderful, beautiful Gil Kane art and a wonderful, fun story with the Marvel family and Superman and Dr. Savannah, and got some great ads as well. So anyway, that's another ad infinitum for you. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.